Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I have 4 delicious dinners for y'all and they all come in at about 10 bucks each. So if you like some cheap dinner inspiration, keep on watching.
When I'm walking on a breeze, I got no enemies. I just do what I please. Yes, sir.
First, I have some Swedish meatballs and egg noodles in the Instant Pot. I actually doubled this recipe and honestly could have still done with half the amount of meatballs. It felt like a ton of meatballs. So I put the whole bag, my beef broth. I actually just used some of the bouillon stuff, and I will also have the recipe for anything linked down below for exact measurements. And so after the beef broth, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, some minced garlic, parsley, salt, pepper, and onion powder. And then you're going to put in your egg noodles and kind of push them down a little bit. They're not going to all be covered. Like, don't stress that. It seems like, they're not going to cook, but they will. And you're going to cook this on high pressure for 4 minutes.
I see everything. I got my feet on a cloud and I won't come down. I saw the eyes of the maker, heard a rushing sound, caught up in the wheel going round and round, spun like gold from the shining ground. I got my feet on a cloud and I won't come down.
And once your timer goes off, you are going to instantly release the pressure and you're going to turn it onto saute mode and stir in your heavy whipping cream and cornstarch mixture and just get it up to a boil a little bit, and that is going to help thicken the sauce. And that is it. You'd be surprised at how well these noodles cook, and they're not overdone or anything like that. This is so simple and such a cheap dinner. We had plenty of leftovers as well, so if you wanted to make it the whole, double it and everything, which is still only about $10, I would say, I would do that for lunch the next day as well. And this night I didn't show y'all everything, but breakfast for dinner is always a perfect go-to for cheap. Everybody's happy. I just made some scrambled eggs, put some bacon in the oven, and cooked some of the frozen Pillsbury buttermilk biscuits. But they, as you can see, they didn't really brown on top because silly me, I put the bacon sheet on top, like covering it. But anyways, it all came out good, simple. Like I said, everybody's happy, it's cheap, and yeah, delicious. Okay, so this is a typical taco night, and I have been bulking up my taco meat with a can of kidney beans. I've just got a pound of ground beef, a can of kidney beans, and a packet of taco seasoning that I have cooked up. I am making a package of the Norm Mexican rice just per the package instructions. It is only $1, and that stuff is so good. And I'm just serving it with some flour tortillas, a little bit of that salsa or the cheese dip. Now I can't remember what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. And that's it. It was just a quick, little easy. Of course, if you got some lettuce and tomatoes, avocado, throw that on there too. It's just a typical old taco night. And recently my Kroger had this stuff, and I've never had it before, but it was a weekly digital deal, and sometimes I will try new things with that, because all of this together for my family of 5 was about $10-11, and it was just as good as takeout. So good. Everybody loved it. And like I said, just pay attention to your digital deals too, because sometimes you can get, good stuff like that for half price. And next, I'm making a chicken and rice casserole. This recipe is from Plain Chicken, and I will have it linked down below. I didn't have a can of cream of celery, so I am using 2 cans of cream of chicken, 1 can of cream of mushroom, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of water, 2 cups of instant white rice, pepper, salt, garlic powder, and it actually called for onion powder, but I ended up using some of the onion salt that I got from Trader Joe's recently, and it is so good. I love their seasonings, especially the everything but the leftovers one. I don't know if you've ever had that. You will have to let me know. And also, I'm curious what your favorite seasoning is from Trader Joe's, because I just love all the little concoctions that they always come up with, and they never disappoint.
I used to bounce on knees, fresh from the oven, chubby and carefree. I had a mind at ease. Now I oversee the trees, birds and the beasts, and the man and his empty deeds. I see everything. I got my feet on a cloud and I won't come down.
We're going to throw in about 4 cups of shredded chicken. I have just been, we're taking this off of a whole chicken I cooked in my crock pot the day before, and using about maybe half of what meat was in there. And also, I was so excited because I made my first chicken broth using the carcass. Ugh, I hate that word. Anyways, in my pressure cooker, and I was so ridiculously excited about it. My husband was laughing at me, but anyways, I will never be throwing away chicken bones again. Okay, so your casserole dish, you're going to just lightly spray it with some oil, dump everything in, sprinkle it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and bake it uncovered at 350 degrees for 40 to 50 minutes. 40 minutes was good for me, but depends on your oven. And then I had this loaf of bread that I had taken out of my freezer that I recently got from Kroger on their little reduced rack for 37 cents. I was so excited. There's actually 2 of them, so I grabbed them both. Anyway, I just put a little bit of butter on them, some garlic, salt, threw them in the oven, cooked them for probably about 10 minutes, and then broiled it because it was kind of a thicker bread. Anyways, this was dinner. So good, so easy, family friendly. Everybody loved it. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next week with some more dinner ideas.